Hello everybody, my name is Rolak and welcome back to Kirby Superstar Ultra. In the last episode we defeated Marks in the Milky Way Wishes sub-game, practically beating the original game. However, with beating Milky Way Wishes, I cannot say that right for whatever reason, we have unlocked a few different modes, such as the Arena and Revenge of the King. Now in the last episode I did say that I was going to get going on the Arena, however I did notice that the difficulty is, 6 stars as opposed to the 5 stars for Revenge of the King. So we're actually going to be going with Revenge of the King. King Dedede demands revenge. He will finally reign victorious over his age-old nemesis. King Dedede wants revenge. Careful, he's serious this time. Alright, starting off with Stage 1 Purple Plants. Now this sub-game is quite interesting. It's essentially the very first edition of the EX mode that tend to pop up every now and then in later Kirby games. What this means is that exactly we're going to be going through the original four stages of Spring Breeze. However, they are heavily modified. Almost every enemy is completely different and unique to this mode, and the stages have pretty much received a complete overhaul on how they look and how they look. It's quite simple. It's a pretty interesting concept, and I love what they did with it. As opposed to if the enemies are different, some of the bosses, including both main bosses and sub bosses, are different. Now, the entire purpose of the sub-game itself is to make it seem like it's a lot more difficult, which it can tend to be. It's not super difficult, like impossibly difficult, but it's still pretty difficult. Purple Plants obviously being a recreation of Green Greens. Clever naming there. And if our first new boss being Fan, I kind of spoiled him a bit earlier in one of those sub-games that we did. Oh god. Now, his ability is Suplex, as he tends to throw Kirby whenever he gets close to him, so if you want to be absolutely serious with me, keep your distance, because, yeah, he does some rolling attacks, spits out an apple for Kirby to spit back at him. And you know what? We are going to grab Suplex, because, again, we have not been using it for a while. There we go. Damn it, come on. Whatever. Alright. There we go. Okay. Good to go, hopefully. Grab ourselves some food. Take out some more enemies. God, there's a lot of enemies here. Ooh, hello. Alright, we should be getting close to the door. There's so many enemies here. Good lord, not you again. Okay, there. Hopefully, I think this is the boss. Okay. Nope, it's not. Okay. So yeah, levels are a bit longer than usual, which honestly I'm glad for because it gives me a bit more content to work with sometimes. There we go, that's the combo they do. Some enemies remain the same, such as some enemies that retain their copy abilities, such as Ninja and whatnot. Can't really make a whole lot of interesting and unique characters with just a few abilities. Thank you, definitely need that. There's not a whole lot to talk about considering it's just, you know, the original, first game, but heavily modified. It's almost like a mod in that case, if anything. There's nothing. Is there actually nothing down here? There isn't. I'm not too sure if there's any, secret rooms or anything in this mode, but that's a one-up. I don't really need that. Alright, now it's time for the boss. Fought Wispy Woods before. Now we fight Wispy's Revenge. Now, in this one, he's a lot more stronger. He's going to be dropping some poison apples as opposed to just the normal apples. Those poison apples will deal damage to Kirby if he tries to inhale them, so don't go for it. Other than that, he's still pretty easy to deal with. Such as that. Instead of just spitting out gusts of wind, he now spits out like little tornadoes. Aside from that, it's just wispy again with a new coat of paint. Again, not that difficult. Now we're on to Illusion Islands. I also love that we get a different little animation for the new levels. Really nice what they do with it. Now, Illusion, I completely forget what the original level was called, but... Oh, God. That's just a pit. Okay, we're going to ignore you because you're sleeping, and we want to ignore the sleeping people. Those, you all know that those are the most dangerous people to wake up. I'm supposed to not... I don't know. Alright, yeah, this level mostly consists of you going through a cave system. Or not. No, it's just... I don't know, it's hard to commentate with this kind of stuff. I don't know what to commentate about. I could commentate about that weird dream I had. I don't really think it's a whole lot of interesting content. I'll save it for like something else. Because it was a really weird dream. Alright. So yeah, pretty much showing off what Suplex can do in its entirety. Not a super interesting ability, it's just a different types of throwing. It is quite powerful because it does render you invincible during the throws. Honestly, I could probably use this to get through that impossible mode in, Whoa, holy crap. I didn't even realize I went that far. Could use Suplex to get, Soul Melter EX done in Star Allies, because that's an impossible challenge. Any other ability, really. Now, I'm not too sure if I'm going to do the exact same method of like recording the whole thing as I did with the original like Spring Breeze, because I do not know if these levels are long enough to be considered a separate part for the most part. Yeah, I don't know how long these levels are going to take. Probably not super long because they are Kirby levels and the original Spring Breeze was just one episode in its entirety. So I'm not too sure if I should really bother with like dividing it into separate parts. Probably shouldn't because I doubt it would be really that long because we're getting pretty close to the end of the second level, I think. That does not say that the levels themselves aren't longer. Alright, we'll just head on over here. Okay, well, there goes my ability. Okay. Let's see if we can time this right. There we go. Guess we'll just take stone for the time being. Super interesting ability, but it's what we got. Now, I never really brought this up, but Kirby transformed into a large plethora of different... I keep saying plethora. That's a nice word to say. Changes into a lot of different things with stone. Some are more rare than usual. You can transform into... I think you can, in this game specifically, he can transform into a golden statue of Mario. I'm not too sure if that's... I think it is this game, because you can actually see one of the statues in one of the credit sequence, I think. As for other rare stone forms, I'm not too sure how many are like super rare. I know there's like the super buff looking guy who I think is supposed to be referenced off Atlas, I think. I don't know. Or the Thinker. I don't know. Alright, we got a new sub boss here, Fire Lion. Pretty easy boss as well. He kind of doesn't really do a whole lot. He jumps around, like slashes at you, and turns to a fireball. But like most bosses, he is not difficult in the slightest. Grab hold on to fire, because we could use a little change in actually interesting abilities for once. We're getting really close to the end here, because I think this is the room just before the boss. Okay, get over here. Now, fire is not the best ability to use in this fight, but we'll try to make do with Lololo and Lalala's Revenge. Now, aside from getting a completely new layer to this arena, Lololo and Lalala aren't really all that different. I mean, I guess the only thing that's really actually different is the random Gordo that can appear randomly in one of the locations, but I think that's it. They still have the ability to just randomly show up with a Gordo. Although I haven't actually seen it yet, which is odd. But yeah, no, this fight, it's super simple. In fact, I think this is the only instance in... like, one of the only instances of the entire Kirby series where Lolo and La are actual characters. Because outside of Superstar and Superstar Ultra, I don't think they appear in any other game. I think they might appear in one of the, what was it, Kirby... it's like that one Kirby game that was, like, trying to be Super Smash Brothers, and it kind of worked. They appear in there as a stage hazard, I think, but I'm not too sure where else they appear in. Because they haven't really appeared anywhere else. They might appear... I think they were in the original... no, wait. Were they in the original game? I think they were in, like, the original first game. I'm not too sure, though. Anyway, Crash Clouds. I have one of those tiger guys just fall right on Kirby. Alright, and just completely annihilate that guy. Okay, that's... can we really not destroy those? Okay, we can. Maybe if we just do that. Okay. So yeah, I really like... is there actually... can we go over here? No, we can't. Oh boy. Anyway, let's get rid of fire for the time being and grab beam. Want to be pretty diverse in my choice of abilities. Now, judging on the time, I think we just might keep going because this isn't going to take a whole lot to get to the final level, really. Okay, and these apple guys are obviously replacements for Scarfies. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, they're Scarfies. Scarfies are infamous in the Kirby series for being that one enemy that will just completely change into a monster once you turn your back on it. Or try to inhale it because it's one of the only... I think it's one of... it's either one of or the only enemy, besides like Goros and like Shotzos and stuff, that are completely immune to being inhaled. Interesting trivia, their copy ability is actually Crash. If by some reason you manage to inhale them through like some weird like hit stun, because I think some enemies are able to be inhaled if they aren't damaged by something. Oh yeah, by the way, Krako Jr.'s Revenge. To be honest, I almost completely forgot this guy was a boss, because he's not difficult in the slightest. Even though I'm at low health, but that's just because I haven't recovered any health lately. I don't think there's a whole lot different in this fight. I am going to die. Oh, thank God. I am very close to dying. But yeah, Scarfies, their ability is the Crash ability. If you have the copy ability and you've used them on, I mean like the copy, like the ability copy. If you use that on them, you will get Crash, because it will scan off of... it will work against them. I haven't really shown that. I probably could have shown it off in Milky Way Wishes, but I didn't have the chance, nor the real remembrance that it could be done. But that's just me being dumb for the most part. Ow. Ow. Of course, they're really jerk placements of their enemies here. Okay. Alright, now just some plasma wisps are just going to be popping up out of nowhere. Ow. Really hope there's some like health or anything around here, because I could definitely use a refill, because this is the boss. What the hell. Alright, Krako's Revenge. Just remember that beam is really not the best ability for this fight. And that still damages you even if you are... Damn it. Ow, oh, ow, 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 ow. Alright, come on. Oh boy. And dead. Yeah, there we go. Nice. There, yeah, I think we'll just keep going because we are not done yet. Now for stage 4, Mount DDD Sky. It's a bit different this time because we're not just completely alone in the sky this time. Got somebody defending it. Stars align just in time to form the starship. Our opponent is Kabula, the Sky Lord. Now, this fight is extremely hectic. He's going to be firing off several different types of Gordos as well as cannonballs. He's got a spin attack where he's going to rev up for a moment and just charge straight at you. Cannonballs can be destroyed after a few shots. However, the Gordos, of course, cannot be destroyed. So be careful of your positioning. After he does a few more shots and spins, he has a couple more attacks where he opens up his front port, I guess, and launches some missiles that look a lot like bullet bills. If you want maximum damage output, definitely go up right next to him because both your burst shot and spread shot will deal damage to him. Other than that, pretty simple fight. Nice little icebreaker to get in between stage 3 and the final stage. Now let's go take care of Dedede. Final stage, the Revenge. Great King, Kabula has been defeated. What should we do? You mean Kirby is coming here now? Relax, Great King. You must stay calm. Right, well, here's what we do. Kirby will be ours. My voice acting isn't all that terrible. I just woke up not that long ago, so I hope that at least my voice is somewhat acceptable. Alright, so yeah, instead of just straight up going to fighting King Dedede, we actually have a bit of a stage to go through, which is, I love this, to be honest. First, test him. Go, my servants! Alright, we got a new boss to fight here, Mr. TikTok. He, of course, will be dropping, Mike. It's a pretty interesting boss right here. I think it's the only instance of him actually popping up. Ah, Great King, he had an easy time. Ah, well, we'll see how he likes the next. The only voice I've ever heard Dedede have is just his really, really thick southern accent he had in the anime Kirby Right Back at You. Really the only instance of him ever talking, really. He's talking here? No, he doesn't. Okay, Grand Wheelie is just a wheelie boss. He shoots out other little wheelies and charges at you. It's not really all that impressive. And let's take him out with Mike. There we go. Unthinkable! He beat that one too! Kirby's approaching here, Your Majesty. Curse is pink locked! I can't believe it! Great King, pull yourself together. I think this is also the, I don't know if it is the first instance of... Oh, probably should have kept going. First instance of Bandana Waddle Dee popping up. That is a jerk placement, and I'm not going to go back and get that. Why did I do that? Please give me another ability. That's Spear. Spear hasn't been an ability yet. Well, I'm going to be going into this, unarmed. Good. Third one's the charm. Get him, Fan Fan. Fight! That's an orange Fan Fan this time. So this is the first instance of Bandana Waddle Dee appearing, which is, for some reason, a hugely popular character in the Kirby fandom. I'm not too sure why. Like, yeah, he's cute and all, but he doesn't really do a whole lot. Aside from, you know, his role in Return to Dreamland and whatnot, but that's really the only instance he's ever actually done anything. Okay, you are annoying. There we go. Okay. Great King, he beat Fan Fan too. All right, call the cavalry. Yes, Your Highness. It's nice to see Dedede actually be a king for once and try to fight off Kirby. There's no real reason as to why he actually wants revenge. I mean, obviously because he probably got humiliated by Kirby, but that's really the only reason. This is also, I think, one of the last instances of him just being like a jerk to Kirby, because every other time he's either been kind of following the Meta Knight trend of either being possessed. Yeah, that's it. Just being possessed. He's mostly been possessed for the entirety of the series, for the rest of the series at least. Enough, Kirby. Face twin fire lines. Go get him. Alright, so now we gotta fight 2 fire lines here. Not too difficult. Oh boy. Ow, ow, okay. Probably best to do it like, there we go. Nope, no, 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 that is my ability. Come back here. Oh, that's not gonna do anything. Why did I think that was doing anything? Should do the dash attack. Oh god, please. Oh shit. Oh boy. No, I don't want to die. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. That was way too close. Oh no, he beat everyone we have. Ah, can't anyone beat that guy? I love how every time Kirby does something like simple, everybody starts freaking out like it's no tomorrow. Great King, Kirby made it here. What do we do?
We're done for. Only one option.
Okay, then I guess it's your turn. But Great King, I can't do it alone.
Fine, you can go. You've been spared.
Don't go, King.
I'm sorry.
Great King.
It's time for my secret weapon. Now you pay, Kirby.
Okay, going up into this wind tunnel right here is actually pretty handy for grabbing a 1-up and a max restore, so definitely go there if you have the chance. Am I able to just jump down? No, I can't, because for some reason it doesn't affect you directly below. So, I want you to prepare yourself for possibly one of the most difficult boss fights in the entirety of the Kirby series. I'm going to go ahead and not do an ability. Alright, so, Waddle Dee. Super dangerous boss right here. He touches you once, he dies. However, super easy boss fight. I don't know why they bothered with that, but it's hilarious. Alright. And we're finally approaching our nemesis, King Dedede. Let's go on in.
You made it here. Now arm yourself.
Okay. I'm going to prepare for one of the best music, or the best songs in any Kirby game.
Our grudge will be settled at last. Meet my powerful secret weapon, the brand new Dedede Hammer.
Masked Dedede, one of the best boss fights music ever in any Kirby game. And one of the best boss fights in any Kirby game ever, to be honest. So yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked right here. Masked Dedede has a large plethora of attacks. Instead of jumping once, he jumps several different times. His new rocket-powered DDD... God, I'm getting hit all the time. I'm going to die here in that case. So he's got a large plethora of attacks. Yeah, okay. This is his spin attack. Once he charges up for that, he's going to start spinning. Make sure to not go super high, because you will be shocked by the electrical fence that he keeps up there. Oh boy, here we go again. So yeah, keep around just in the middle. Not too low, because you will get hit by him and you will deal a crap ton of damage. And not too high, because the gate will grab you. And there we go. For beating Revenge of the King, we unlock Meta Nightmare Ultra, which we are going to be taking care of later, because this is a really fun one. Alright, so yeah, that was Revenge of the King. Honestly, one of the best sub-games this game has to offer. I really like what they did with the whole completely revamping the original levels of Spring Breeze, especially giving him an actual, like, proper level for the final one. And that boss fight, it's great. It's kind of easy if you know what you're doing. But the music is just unbelievably fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite tracks in all of Kirby series. It's just a fantastic song. Anyway, next time on Superstar Ultra, we're going to be getting into the arena, which is a nice little fun little sub game that everybody enjoys. So, see you guys next time.